Hi friends, my name is teacher Erica and today I'm going to be reading a new book for you guys and it is called Matthew and Tilly. So this is the title of the book, Matthew and Tilly, and the person who wrote the book or the author is Rebecca C. Jones, and the person who illustrated the book or drew all the pictures is Beth Peck. So what do all my friends see here on the front cover? What kind of things do we see? Yeah, we can see two kids. I think this might be Matthew and this might be Tilly. And it looks like they're in a big building. This might be like an apartment building, right friends? So, what do you guys think this book is going to be about today? Let me hear some of your guys' predictions. Those are some good predictions, friends. Let's see. I think maybe Matthew and Tilly are friends and we're going to read about things that they do as friends. So, let's find out. This says, Matthew and Tilly were friends. So can all my friends see? There's Matthew and there's Tilly. And what does it look like is happening in this picture? That's right. It looks like it's raining because they have an umbrella and the people in the back have umbrellas. And if you look really close, you can see some rain. Ooh. So do my friends share umbrellas with their other friends? Yeah, I hope so. That's a very nice thing to do. Over here, it says they rode bikes together and they played hide and seek together. So I see Matthew right here on a bike, but where's Tilly? Oh, she's right here. So they're playing hide and seek, which means Matthew doesn't know where she's at. He can't find her. They sold lemonade together. And when business was slow, they played sidewalk games together. So let me bring my friends in close here. So we can see they're playing a sidewalk game, and this is called hopscotch. And you throw a rock and you have to jump on the squares, either with 1 foot or 2 feet, depending on how you play it. And then back here, if we come in even closer, we can see a pitcher, a glass, and what looks like a lemonade stand sign. And it looks like that says 25 cents, lemonade, and ice. Ooh. Have my friends ever ran a business like that and sold something like lemonade? That's awesome. And sometimes they ate ice cream cones together. So can all my friends see? There's Matthew and Tilly is sitting right next to him and they're eating ice cream. So, because they're friends, they do a lot of things together, my friends. And so when you do something together with someone else, it means that you are doing the same activity and you're doing it with each other. So doing something together is different than doing something alone. Once, they even rescued a lady's kitten from a tree together. So can all my friends see? We have Tilly right here, and it looks like Matthew is handing a small baby kitten down to her. Do all my friends know what rescue means? To rescue something means to save something from a dangerous situation. So for example, the kitten in the book is super duper small and it shouldn't be up high in the tree anyways, because what if the kitten were to fall? It would get very hurt and that's not good. So Matthew and Tilly rescued the kitten. They saved the kitten from a dangerous situation. My friends, have you ever rescued something? Wow, have I ever rescued something? I have never rescued something, my friends, but that's okay. This says, the lady gave them money for the bubble gum machines. So later, they chewed gum together and remembered how brave they had been. So they were very, very brave for rescuing that kitten from a tree. And to be brave means to do something that might make you a little scared or maybe a little uncomfortable, but you do it so that way you can help someone else or so you can overcome a fear. So an example of being brave is that I'm scared of the dark, but sometimes I need to go downstairs to get something at night. And even though I'm scared of going into the dark by myself, I still do it. And that is something brave you can do. It's not rescuing a kitten from a tree brave like Matthew and Tilly, but it's still brave. This page says, sometimes though, Matthew and Tilly got sick of each other. One day when they were coloring, Matthew broke Tilly's purple crayon. He didn't mean to, but he did. Oh no, friends. Have you guys ever done something like that? You accidentally broke one of your friend's toys or crayons and you didn't mean to. Yeah, I know I have too. So how do my friends think Tilly's feeling about that? You guys think she might be a little upset? Let's see what happens. You broke my crayon, Tilly said in her crabbiest voice. It was an old crayon, Matthew said in his grouchiest voice. It was ready to break. No, it wasn't, Tilly said. It was a brand new crayon and you broke it. You always break everything. Stop being so picky, Matthew said. You're always so picky and stinky and mean. Well, you're so silly, Tilly said. You're so silly and stinky and mean. Oh no, my friends. They don't sound very happy with each other, huh? Why do my friends think Matthew is calling Tilly mean names, even though he did break her crayon? That's right, my friends. He's not feeling very good because Tilly is accusing him of breaking his crayon. She's blaming him. And when you blame somebody for something, that means you are saying that they are the reason that something happened. And usually it's about something bad. So you're saying that they did something bad. And Tilly is blaming Matthew for breaking her crayon, which is something bad. And remember, friends, just because it was an accident that Matthew broke Tilly's crayon, he did still do something to upset her, which is why she's blaming him. But should we ever call our friends mean names like that, even if we're upset with them? No, friends, we shouldn't, because it's not very nice. So let's see what Matthew's doing. It says, Matthew stomped up the stairs by himself. Oh, so let's take a closer look at Matthew. Let's look at his body language. So he's sitting alone. He looks kind of hunched over, and he's got his head in his hands, and he's definitely not smiling. So do my friends think Matthew's feeling happy that he got called names and got blamed for breaking Tilly's crayon? No, huh? Because we can tell by the way he's sitting. When we're happy, we don't sit like this, do we? No, that's how you can tell if someone is feeling sad or maybe they're just not feeling good. And we also know that he stomped up the stairs. And so, my friends, when you stomp, it means you take really heavy and hard steps compared to your normal walking. And as my friends can see in the picture, stomping isn't always bad. It doesn't always mean you're angry or upset. However, in this case, again, looking at the way Matthew is feeling through his body language, we know that he's stomping because he's upset. So let's see what Tilly's doing. Tilly found a piece of chalk and began drawing numbers and squares on the sidewalk by herself. Now Tilly's doing something by herself, but if we come in, it doesn't look like she's too upset. She looks a little focused because she's trying to draw a very nice hopscotch, but she's not super upset right now. Why do my friends think that Tilly's not that upset? Yeah, because Matthew broke her crayon, and so maybe she needed some space away from him because she's upset at him. So she doesn't necessarily feel sad about being by herself the same way Matthew does. Upstairs, Matthew got out his cash and register and some cans so he could play store. He piled the cans extra high, and he put prices on everything. This was the best store he had ever made. Probably because that picky and stinky and mean old Tilly wasn't around to mess it up. But he didn't have a customer. And playing store wasn't much fun without a customer. So my friends, let's look at Matthew again. He has a very nice store set up. Would my friends agree? Would you want to come be a customer at Matthew's store? Yeah, I would too. But look at his face. He looks a little sad. He kind of looks bored too. Because is it fun and exciting to play store by yourself? No, huh? It's boring because you don't have a customer. Over here, Tilly finished drawing the numbers in squares. She drew them really big with lots of squiggly lines. This was the best sidewalk game she had ever drawn. Probably because that silly and stinky and mean old Matthew wasn't around to mess it up. But she didn't have anyone to play with. And a sidewalk game wasn't much fun without another player. Oh, so now, my friends, look at Tilly's body language. She has her head in her hand, similar to how Matthew did earlier. And she's a little hunched over. And her face doesn't look very happy either. But she doesn't look bored like Matthew does. She looks a little lonely, huh? Maybe because she's starting to miss Matthew. Do you guys think? I think so too. Matthew looked out the window and wondered what Tilly was doing. Tilly looked up at Matthew's window and wondered what he was doing. She smiled, just a little, and that was enough for Matthew. "I'm sorry," he called. "So am I," said Tilly. Oh, friends, so they apologized to each other. And why did they apologize to each other? That's right, because they called each other mean names. And so now that they apologize to each other, let's find out if they're going to forgive each other. And when you forgive somebody, that means that even though you didn't like what they did, they apologized and they tried to show you that they didn't mean to do it, or that they are really, really sorry about it and they want things to be okay between you two again. So when you forgive somebody, you say, okay, I accept your apology. We can be friends again. So let's see if Matthew and Tilly are going to be okay again. And Matthew ran downstairs so they could play. Oh, so there's Tilly and there's Matthew. Are they going to play? You guys think so? Together again. And so they're walking off to go play somewhere. The end. So they did. They forgave each other. Even though they were very mean to each other, they ended up forgiving each other because they apologized, which is a very, very good thing to do. So my friends, thank you guys for coming along with me, Teacher Erica, to reading for today's book, Matthew and Tilly. I hope you guys had fun, and I hope you guys enjoy the next video after this one, which is going to be reading extension, where we're going to do really fun activities related to the book we read today, which is, again, Matthew and Tilly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading video, and I hope you guys have fun in the next video, which is reading extension, and I will see you guys later. Bye, friends!